Just be yourself. It's advice we see everywhere, but for many it's not that simple. Being yourself in the wrong place can cost you jobs, opportunities, even safety. The world rewards conformity, not always authenticity. We all adapt. No one talks to their boss like they do to their best friend. That's not being fake, it's being aware. The real issue is when adapting becomes survival, not just politeness. For many, being authentic isn't always safe or accepted. People of color, immigrants, anyone outside the norm learn early that their true selves can be judged harshly. So we adapt to fit in, to be heard, to be safe. The just be yourself mantra ignores these realities. The world isn't a level playing field. Navigating it takes more than authenticity. It takes strategy. It's about choosing how to present yourself to achieve your goals. This isn't hiding, it's deciding who gets to see which parts of you and when. The world is a stage and we're all playing multiple roles. Let's get real about what it takes to succeed. Let's break it down. Code switching isn't just for spies or computers, it's something we all do. It's shifting how you express yourself based on your environment. You talk differently to your mom than your friends. That's code switching. In a job interview, you use formal language with friends, you relax. It's not lying, it's adapting. The switch can be subtle or dramatic: an immigrant parent using English at school, a teen switching dialects with authority figures. It's about packaging your message for your audience. Your core doesn't change, just the delivery. Code switching is the art of translation, not just of language, but of culture. It's choosing the right wrapper for your ideas. We all do it, whether we realize it or not. Why do we code switch? Sometimes it's just social grace. But for many, especially marginalized groups, it's survival. The same behavior is judged differently depending on who you are. You learn to adapt to avoid negative stereotypes or even danger. This is called respectability politics, adhering to dominant norms to be accepted. It's exhausting, like running a background program all day. You're not just doing your job, you're managing perceptions. It's not about wanting to be someone else, it's about navigating a world that isn't always welcoming. Code switching is a shield, not a disguise. There's a big difference between code switching for survival and for strategy. Survival mode is defensive. You switch because you have to. It feels like hiding, and it's draining. But what if you could use code switching as a superpower? When you switch by choice, you reclaim your power. It's not about hiding, but about showing your adaptability. Great leaders are masters at this. They connect with anyone, anywhere. Strategic code switching expands your range, not erases your identity. It's about building bridges, not walls. When you can speak many languages, you become a connector and a leader. Code switching can be your greatest asset. Mastering code switching makes you a powerful influencer. It's about connecting with people on their terms. Adapting your style shows respect and builds trust. Imagine pitching a project to sponsors. You use data and polish. To the community, you use stories and passion, same message, different delivery. This skill sets great communicators apart. You're not just sharing information, you're building connections. You become the bridge between worlds. Code switching gives you access to rooms you might not otherwise enter. It lets you bring your unique perspective in a way others can understand. This is how you create change from within. It's not selling out, it's buying in, so you can have a seat at the table. Influence starts with being understood. There's a risk to code switching, losing sight of your real self. If you switch too much, you might forget who you are. The mask can become more comfortable than your own face. That's when code switching becomes a source of distress. You might start to believe your authentic self isn't good enough. The key is knowing why you switch, to connect, not to hide. The goal is to broaden your reach, not shrink your identity. Stay anchored to your core. Have spaces where you can be fully yourself. Family, friends, community. These are your home base, your reminder of who you are. Never forget your native tongue, no matter how many codes you learn. So how do you use code switching without losing yourself? Start with a strong foundation. Know who you are and what you stand for. Self-reflection is key. Identify your core values and non-negotiables. Your foundation is your power. Next, define your goal for each situation. Are you building trust, persuading, de-escalating, or just making a friend? Your goal determines your code. Finally, adapt your delivery, not your core. Change how you say something, not what you are. Channel your authentic self in a way that fits the room. It's about translation, not erasure. You're making your true self legible to a new audience. That's real mastery. The secret to code switching is reading the room. It's your social superpower. Assess the environment. What are the unspoken rules? Observe before you speak. Notice greetings, posture, language, energy. These cues tell you how to adapt. Don't mimic, Find a middle ground that fits you in the space. Practice everywhere. Coffee shops, stores, public transport. The more you observe, the more agile you become. Social intelligence is knowing when to speak, listen, lead, or follow. That's how you thrive in any room. Code switching is a personal journey. For too long it's been seen as a burden, but it's actually a powerful asset. It shows resilience, intelligence, and adaptability. The goal is a world where code switching isn't needed for survival. Until then, use it to get into rooms where you can make change. See your ability to code switch as power, not shame. Own it, hone it, use it to build bridges and open doors. You're not being fake, you're multilingual. Every code you speak is a key to a new door. Your background gives you unique skills. Move between worlds with pride. Don't let anyone limit you to one version of yourself. You are many things, a symphony of all your experiences. Own every room you enter. You belong there.